Carl Sandburg said that the time for action is now. It's never too late to do something. There's a silent gnawing dread that haunts us, especially after we've been through the crucible of trauma or experienced the crushing weight of loss or found ourselves adrift after major life setbacks. It's the fear that our moment has passed, that the door of opportunity has swung shut, that somehow it's simply too late for us to truly live, to truly heal, to truly thrive. We find ourselves caught in the paralyzing comfort of procrastination, whispering someday like a prayer, allowing fear and regret to build an invisible cage around our greatest potential. But what if someday never comes? What if the universe, in its relentless wisdom, is whispering a fierce, undeniable truth into your very soul? A truth that Carl Sandburg, the poet of the people, articulated with such raw power. The time for action is now. It's never too late to do something. This isn't just a motivational cliche. It's a profound, liberating call to arms. It's the understanding that your future isn't some distant abstract concept. It's forged in the white-hot urgency of this very moment. For those of us who have felt the sting of delay, the agony of missed chances, or the heavy weight of what could have been, this message isn't gentle. It's a defiant roar that ignites the dormant fire within. It means that no matter how deep the wounds, no matter how long the wait, your capacity to act, to choose, to begin remains untarnished. It means that the life you've always dreamed of, the healing you desperately seek, the impact you long to make hinges entirely on your willingness to embrace the profound urgency of it's now or never. This demands a radical shift in mindset, from passive dreaming to decisive action, from endless preparation to audacious execution, knowing that the only true regret is the action never taken. For too long, we've allowed perfectionism to be the enemy of progress, waiting for the ideal conditions, the perfect plan, the complete absence of fear before taking a single step. This waiting game is a subtle form of self-sabotage, an insidious way we rob ourselves of growth and opportunity. We tell ourselves, I'm not ready yet, or I need more time, or what if I fail? These aren't genuine questions. They are elaborate deferrals designed to protect us from the discomfort of effort and the vulnerability of commitment. But every moment you spend in this state of suspended animation, you deny yourself the very experiences that would build your confidence, hone your skills, and ultimately lead you towards your desired future. This is about cultivating an unshakable belief, not in flawless execution, but in the inherent power of initiation, in the magic of simply starting. It's the kind of belief that understands that true power lies in the internal choice to begin, even when the path is unclear, even when doubt whispers its loudest. Consider the incomparable Walt Disney, a man who consistently operated with an it's now or never urgency, even in the face of immense adversity. He faced bankruptcy multiple times, had his first major character stolen, and was constantly told his ambitious visions were impossible. Yet he didn't wait for ideal conditions or perfect funding. When his character Oswald was taken, he didn't wallow in self-pity. He acted immediately, drawing Mickey Mouse on a train, embracing the urgent necessity of creating something new now. His mindset was one of relentless creation, born from an unshakable purpose to tell stories and bring joy. His discipline was in simply getting to work, day after day, perfecting his craft, pushing boundaries even when the odds were stacked against him. He knew that waiting for perfection would mean stagnation. He proved that true genius isn't about flawless first drafts, but about the relentless iterative process of beginning, refining, and acting with fierce urgency. He built an empire not by waiting, but by embodying the philosophy of it's now or never, turning immediate challenges into catalysts for unprecedented success. This fierce commitment to seizing the moment, to embracing the now, is the hallmark of those who truly transform their lives and the world around them. The modern world, with its endless information and constant calls for strategic planning, can sometimes lead to analysis paralysis. turning our desire for clarity into a trap of inaction. We spend endless hours researching, planning, optimizing, all while the precious moments of opportunity slip through our fingers. This overanalysis obscures our true vision and disconnects us from the primal purpose that should be driving us. To truly embrace it's now or never, you must cut through this mental clutter. Cultivate a raw, unyielding clarity about your desired direction. And then, with unwavering conviction, take decisive action. Your vision isn't something to be perpetually refined. It's a destination to be marched towards, starting from where you stand today. Think of Henry Ford, a revolutionary whose vision for an affordable automobile seemed audacious, even impossible in his time. He didn't spend decades perfecting every detail before launching. Instead, he had a clear purpose to put a car in every driveway, and that burning desire created an urgent, it's now or never impetus. He faced immense skepticism, technical challenges, and financial hurdles, but his discipline was in building, testing, and iterating relentlessly with a focus that bordered on obsession. He didn't wait for the perfect factory, he built it step by step. He didn't wait for the perfect workforce. He developed the assembly line to simplify tasks, allowing ordinary people to contribute immediately. He understood that the only way to achieve anything significant was to move with a profound sense of urgency. His life was a testament to the power of immediate action fueled by a clear vision. He wasn't afraid to start messy, to learn along the way, because he understood that the greatest risk was inaction, the greatest loss was time. This radical commitment to the present moment, this fierce refusal to allow indecision to steal your future, is the very essence of transforming potential into reality. When you infuse your decisions with the urgency of it's now or never, your energy becomes concentrated, your focus sharpens, and your path forward becomes undeniably clear because you are actively carving it out with every committed step. You begin to attract the resources and opportunities that align with your immediate, decisive motion, proving that the universe responds not to your intentions, but to your actions. The pervasive cultural narrative of comfort and the desire for frictionless living often lull us into a state of emotional complacency, preventing us from cultivating true resilience. When faced with obstacles or the inevitable pain of growth, the temptation is to retreat, to wait for an easier path, to hope the discomfort simply disappears. But the transformative power of it's now or never lies in its insistence on confronting discomfort head on, in embracing the truth that true strength is forged in the fire of challenge, not in the absence of it. Resilience isn't a passive trait, it's an active daily choice to push through, to adapt, to grow, even when every fiber of your being screams to stop. Consider the extraordinary resilience of someone like Harriet Tubman, born into the brutal reality of slavery, a life of unimaginable trauma and dehumanization. She faced overwhelming odds, yet her mindset was one of unyielding defiance, a fierce conviction that freedom was her birthright and a divine purpose to liberate her people. There was no someday for her freedom. It was now or never. She made the terrifying decision to escape, then return repeatedly, risking her life to lead hundreds of others to freedom via the Underground Railroad. She didn't wait for a perfectly safe route or guaranteed success. She acted with immediate radical courage. Every step was fraught with danger, every shadow a potential threat, but her inner fortitude, her unwavering belief in her mission allowed her to face paralyzing fear with resolute action. She embodied the philosophy that delay was a luxury she could not afford, and that inaction meant the perpetuation of immense suffering. The kind of raw, uncompromising commitment to the present moment, to the immediate pursuit of a higher cause, is what transforms lives. And in that crucible of relentless courage, a profound sense of gratitude emerges. Not gratitude for the suffering, but gratitude for the raw, untamed strength discovered within, for the clarity forged in the crucible of despair, and for the sheer stubborn capacity of the human spirit to endure, adapt, and ultimately thrive against all odds. This gratitude, hard won and deeply felt, becomes an unshakable source of strength, rooting you in the present moment and fueling your determination to continue the journey. It is the realization that the very intensity of your past struggles has equipped you with a power that those who have only known comfort can never comprehend. This fierce acceptance of the present, this willingness to act with immediate conviction, is what allows you to truly achieve anything in your life. The subtle seduction of a hypothetical perfect future can prevent us from embracing the constant learning and radical adaptability necessary to truly restart our lives and achieve anything. We tell ourselves we'll learn when the time is right or adapt when things settle down, but life rarely settles down, and the right time is always now. To truly internalize it's now or never is to cultivate an insatiable hunger for knowledge, a relentless curiosity that sees every challenge as a masterclass, every setback as a profound lesson, and every moment of discomfort as an urgent opportunity for growth. It's about becoming a relentless student of your own evolution, constantly seeking ways to improve, to pivot, to innovate. Think of someone like Thomas Edison, an inventor whose life was a testament to immediate action and continuous learning. He didn't wait for perfect theoretical understanding before experimenting. He simply began. His famous quote, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," perfectly encapsulates his "it's now or never" mindset towards discovery. He understood that every single failure was an immediate critical piece of learning, propelling him forward. He embraced adaptability with ferocity, refining his approach with each experiment, driven by an unyielding purpose to solve problems and bring light to the world. He didn't procrastinate. He experimented, iterated, and acted with an urgency that defined his genius. His life teaches us that true breakthroughs emerge not from passive contemplation, but from the messy, immediate, and relentless application of effort. This profound commitment to the present moment, this fierce refusal to allow indecision or past mistakes to dictate future possibilities, is what distinguishes those who merely dream from those who profoundly transform their lives and the world around them. When you operate with the urgency of "it's now or never," your energy becomes concentrated, your focus sharpens, and your path forward becomes undeniably clear because you are actively carving it out with every committed step. You begin to magnetize the resources, the connections, and the opportunities necessary to manifest your new reality, proving that the universe responds not to your intentions, but to your immediate decisive motion. This immediate proactive engagement, this willingness to get your hands dirty now, is the ultimate expression of your power to achieve anything in your life, transforming uncertainty into unshakable confidence and turning dreams into tangible realities. So if you've been standing at the precipice of change, paralyzed by fear, held captive by regret, or lulled into complacency by the deceptive promise of someday, hear this truth, etched into the very fabric of every human triumph. The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is done. It's now or never. Your past does not own your future. Your current circumstances are merely a starting line, not a permanent prison. The only thing standing between you and the extraordinary life you yearn to live is the courage to act, the willingness to begin today, in this very moment. Embrace the fierce mindset that declares, "My future is unwritten and I am the author beginning right now." Cultivate an unshakable belief in your inherent capacity for radical transformation, knowing that the deepest healing and greatest growth emerge from the willingness to step into the unknown, to start over again and again if necessary. Seek clarity not in waiting for the fog to lift, but in the deliberate, fierce act of stepping forward into the unknown, allowing your path to illuminate itself with each committed step, driven by an unyielding vision of your highest self manifested in the present. Let your profound purpose be the blazing sun that melts away all doubts and illuminates every path forward, consuming any shadows of regret or hesitation. Embrace discipline as your greatest ally, the consistent, unapologetic choice to show up for yourself, to do the uncomfortable work, to take the necessary action day after relentless day, even when your emotions try to pull you back into the familiar past. Cultivate gratitude for the raw strength you discover within yourself, for the wisdom gained through every scar, for the lessons etched into your soul, and for the sheer privilege of being able to choose every single moment to move forward, to innovate, to thrive. Build adaptability by training your mind to embrace change as opportunity, to pivot with grace, and to innovate under pressure, making fluidity your superpower, your secret weapon in life's unpredictable currents. And commit to lifelong learning, recognizing that every obstacle, every moment of discomfort is a classroom designed to make you stronger, wiser, and more capable, constantly expanding your boundaries and pushing the limits of what you thought possible. The world doesn't need your hesitation. It needs your heroic action. It needs your light. It needs the extraordinary person you are capable of becoming. Your greatest triumphs, your deepest healing, your most profound fulfillment await you on the other side of that courageous decision to begin right here, right now. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing. It's time to restart your life and achieve anything in your life. The journey begins now.